The immovable stone, why Buddhism doesn't need a god. Welcome to the channel. Today we are exploring a concept that might seem strange to many in the modern world. Why one of the oldest philosophies, Buddhism, does not place its faith in an omnipotent deity capable of granting blessings or casting down punishments. To begin, I want you to imagine a simple but powerful scene. Imagine you are standing by the shore of a silent lake. You pick up a stone and throw it in. That stone, according to the immutable laws of nature, sinks straight to the bottom. Now, even if you gathered thousands of people to stand around that lake, clasping their hands and praying fervently, "Please, let this stone float," would it ever rise to the surface? The answer, as we all know, is no. The stone sinks because it is heavy. That is gravity. Prayer cannot change its physical nature. In our modern lives, we often face a similar sense of helplessness. We pray for a better job, for harmony in our relationships, or for an escape from anxiety and depression. We long for a miracle, a divine intervention to solve problems that seem beyond our control. We wait for someone, or something, to come and save us. But often that waiting only brings more disappointment and passivity. The world operates according to certain laws, whether physical or spiritual. Expecting a supernatural force to override these laws can cause us to miss the opportunity to act and change things ourselves. Take a moment to think. What are you waiting for to change on its own in your life, instead of creating that change yourself? In many belief systems, humans are taught to depend on a creator or a god for protection, blessings, or escape from disaster. Buddhism is different. The Buddha, throughout his life, never claimed to be a god, nor did he ask his followers to worship him as one. He likened himself to a guide or a physician. A guide gives you a map, but the walking is up to you. A physician gives you a prescription, but taking the medicine is your choice. Happiness or suffering are not gifts or punishments bestowed by someone else. They are the direct results of our own actions, words, and thoughts. Fear and insecurity are universal. We fear failure, abandonment, and the uncertainty of the future. This fear sometimes pushes us into a state of dependence, wishing for someone stronger to lean on so we don't have to face personal responsibility. This can lead to a loss of inner strength, free thought, and the ability to self-determine. True freedom comes from realizing that we are the ultimate masters of our own lives. We are not bound by fate or the judgment of an external power. You hold the power to shape your existence. Start by accepting responsibility for your choices, both large and small. If there is no God, what governs the world according to Buddhism? It is the law of cause and effect. It is as simple as this. If you plant a lemon seed, you will get lemons. It is impossible to grow oranges from it, no matter how much you pray. The law of cause and effect is not a punishment or reward from a god, but a natural law of the universe. Every thought, word, and action is a seed, cause, that leads to a corresponding fruit, effect. This isn't a complex theory, it is a visible truth. You reap what you sow. In a society that prizes individualism and sometimes escaping consequences, it is easy to blame circumstances, others, or a higher power when things go wrong. We seek instant relief, a miracle to erase the consequences of our mistakes without having to face them. This creates a cycle of regret, resentment, and a lack of accountability. Understanding and accepting the law of cause and effect helps us live more consciously and responsibly. It is not meant to bind us, but to empower us. Reflect on the seeds you are sowing every day. What fruits do you want to harvest in the future?
Start planting those wholesome seeds today. Buddhism does not dismiss the belief in gods found in other religions. On the contrary, it accepts all beliefs as different paths. But the core point is this: Buddhism does not encourage you to seek salvation or liberation from the outside, not from a god, a ritual, or a prayer. True liberation, enlightenment, and lasting happiness lie within you. You are your own master, the architect of your destiny. The Buddha was simply someone who found the path and showed us that if he could do it, so can we. We often get caught in the cycle of seeking happiness externally, through material goods, status, or validation from others. We believe that once we achieve these things, we will be happy. But once we have them, we often feel empty and start searching for something else. This cycle creates constant dissatisfaction.
Lasting happiness and true peace cannot be bought or prayed for. They are cultivated from within, through self-discipline, understanding, and compassion. Instead of seeking comfort from the outside, spend 5 minutes a day in silence, observing your breath. Begin the journey of exploring your rich inner world. Not believing in a God does not make Buddhism cold or lacking in compassion. On the contrary, it grants us a great power, the power of self-mastery, of personal responsibility, and of the infinite potential to change ourselves and create our own happiness. Remember that stone. It will sink. It cannot be otherwise. But you are not a stone. You have the ability to swim, you can learn to build a boat, and you can cross the river of life on your own.